So here we go then. Glass sealant testing. Now, first thing I would mention is when you're going to do anything with any type of sealants or any glass sealants or anything like that, make sure you're wearing rubber gloves. You don't want to be getting that kind of stuff on your hands. So let's see what we're working with first and foremost. We've already got protection on that glass, so we're going to remove it and we'll reapply. So first step, we're going to wash the glass with some shampoo. So any shampoo will be fine for this, without additives in, so any pure shampoo. Any strip wash, anything like that, but nothing that contains any extra additives. So the glass is all clean, and what we're going to do, just going to dry it best we can. And then we're going to use the mild deep vision just to make sure it is spotless. Open the trigger. Now the glass is clean, we're going to strip the remaining protection. Of course there's other glass polishes and things like that that you can use to do this job, but I find this is excellent. I think I paid about £6 for it. So this is Soft 99 Glass Compound Z for Professional. So it comes with a little foam block, and basically all we need to do, just to get a little bit out onto the applicator. I don't know what's going on with this stuff today. I'll just give it a bit more of a shake up. There we go. So we just put a little bit onto the pad, and then we'll just dab it around, and then all we need to do is just work it into the glass. And we'll just get a little bit more. So, and we'll just work it in a cross hatch manner. Like that. And then all the instructions are in Japanese on back. So yeah, what we do, we just leave it to haze, and then we'll buff it off, and then we'll just check the hydrophobics. There shouldn't be anything there then, and then we'll have a play with a couple of these sealants. We'll move on to another glass section, and then we'll do the same again with some more. Got it all cleared off now. We're going to use Wax Guru's Hydro Glass Sealant. So it's a high performance rain repellent for glass, used on windscreen windows and mirrors, repels rain and dirt and improves visibility. So I'm going to use this little square applicator. Find these sprayable products are easier to use with an applicator rather than spraying directly onto the glass. So you see, we'll just put a bit onto there, and then we'll just wipe it over like so, and then cross hatch, like that. and we'll just leave it to cure. And then on the other side of the glass, I've flipped this pad over and we're going to use the Squid Ink Storm glass sealant. So pretty much says exactly the same thing, repels dirt and grime. So we flip the pad, same again, 1, 2, 3, 4 squirts. And we'll just do exactly the same method. And we'll just leave them to cure and then we'll buff them back. They don't really take long to cure. Let's just have a look what time it says on the products. Just says wait for it to haze over, then buff off. Do not get glass wet for a minimum 1 hour. And then this one, allow to cure for 5 to 10 minutes. If residue remains, wipe over with crystalline glass cleaner. Protects glass for 3 to 6 months. It doesn't mention anything about not getting it wet. So I think the wax gurus product's ready to come off. Yeah. And that comes off really easily. No problems whatsoever. And the Squid Ink, still a bit greasy, so we'll just leave that a couple more minutes. So I think the Squid Ink's ready to come off now. And again, comes off a treat. And we'll just go over the whole section with a fresh part of the towel. So we'll leave both these sections an hour to cure, and then we'll do a quick water test on them, see what the water behaviour's like, see if there's anything between them. Okay, so the front section, I've already prepped it exactly the same way as the others. It's just a case of putting the compound on, buffing it in, and then we'll just dry it off now. Bit of glass cleaner. So just a heads up on this towel that I'm using. This is a Simonized drying towel from Tesco. As you can see, it's probably seen better days. I've never used it as a drying towel, but I find it fantastic on glass. You can pick these up for about £3 when they're on offer. Definitely think about doing that. The product we're going to use on this section is going to be this Glaco chemical liquid super wiper. So again, we've got no English instructions on there, but having used it in the past, it's a pretty simple affair. So what we do, we just spray it onto the glass and we just rinse it off. So here we go, we'll go for it. And that is that. And I think that's pretty good going. That is literally the quickest application of a glass sealant that you're gonna get. Right, so we've got the other two Glaco products left to try. We've got this puppy next up, and we're going to do it on this piece of glass here. So we'll just show you the water behaviour. Water behaviour now. can see it's already got something on there. So we'll wash it, we'll dry it, and then we'll put the compound on. There's a wash. Glass cleaner. And the compound Z. What I've done this time is I've just wet the applicator just to see if it makes it easier to spread, maybe use less product. Certainly seems to make it a lot easier to use, whether it's going to do the same job or not. And we'll wash it and rinse it. And it's definitely removed the existing protection. As you can see, it's all completely unprotected. And we'll just a bit of glass cleaner. Alright, so onto application. It's a really cool product, probably one of the most popular products on the market. And if you look, it's got a little foam pad in the bottom. If you just give the bottle a little squeeze, the product comes out and the foam pad spreads it across. So just give it one little squeeze, you see the product's just come through, and we'll just spread it across hatch. And this. Same again on this side. And that's the product done. Really easy. Just leave it to haze. We'll buff it off and we'll check what it's like. So we'll just get onto it and we'll just buff it off. Now the damp applicator seemed to work really well with this compound Z, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to leave the glass wet just to see if we can use it that way as well. Put the compound on. and you can actually see it fighting against the product on there. So if we just see it, it just takes the hydrophobics away. And then the water seems to stick to the panel then. That's really cool. So we'll rinse it and we'll see if it's done the job. And it has. It's done exactly the same job. So I'd say using it on the wet application was much easier, and you can actually see it working. Really cool. Just dry it. So last product is this little, well, it's like a sanding mouse thing. So it works very similar to the other Glaco products. It's got the foam on the bottom. So just pop it on, let the product come out. I don't know about this one, it seems to be sort of splashing around a little bit. I'm not sure about this one, don't like this at all. It just seems to be putting more and more product on all the time. So, yeah, not keen on that. I probably won't be using that again. I say it seems to have put too much product on. You can actually see where yeah, I'm not impressed with that. So what I'm going to do, just going to buff it back slightly just to take the excess product off. I'm not sure about that. Seems to have left quite a lot of product behind. Now, like everything else, it could be the way I've used it, but I wouldn't say it's idiot proof. I'll try a bit of glass cleaner on there. The only thing is, by using the glass cleaner to buff off the residue, we don't know if it's going to affect the product behaviour. But yeah, I'm not into that. I'm happy to send that product out to anyone who fancies having a go with it, but it just seems to just use too much product. Yeah, I have used it before and I had the same problem. I just used it earlier before I started filming and had this exact same issue. Okay, so we'll just do a quick run over the products and just see how they're behaving. So that's the 1 month durability W-Jet, quite like that. This section was the squid ink on this half, and the wax gurus on this half. Wax gurus recommend to leave it an hour to cure. There's no recommendation on the squid ink, so we'll try them out. Squid ink just sheeting off a bit slower than the other. Sorry, the wax gurus is sheeting off a bit slower than the other. Then we've got the what was it? The Glaco Q, which was a bit of an odd product, but that's wicking a dream, that. This is the Glaco Ultra. They do say it's off 99 to leave this for 12 hours to cure, but just for test purposes, I'll not get back round to testing it again after that, so let's try it. Very nice. So I think just to summarise, glass sealants are very, very easy to use. There's different varying products out there, varying methods of application and removal. The compound we used was absolutely fantastic. The three Glaco products all seem performing great. The squid ink and the wax gurus not as good as the Glaco products, which is a shame really. I do have the squid ink coating on the front and back of that car, and it is doing really well. The wax gurus I'm a bit disappointed with, because I have used that before and it seemed to perform a lot better. It seems to be quite a slow sheeting product, but I'll mention that to wax gurus. I'll mention it to Josh, he's a good friend of mine. Maybe it's an issue with application of removal or cure time or something like that, so I'll feed that back onto him. But yeah, I hope what you've taken out of this video is the ease of application, how quick it can be to get round and seal all your glass for the winter. So I think that'll see me through, aside from maybe the spray and rinse Glaco and the Glaco Q, the cleaner and sealant combined product. I think them two will need a top up over the winter, but that's not going to be an issue. I'll probably give them a top up with something else. But yeah, it was just mainly just to show you guys how easy it can be to do that kind of job on your glass. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any feedback for me, anything you've used, you've liked, you've not liked, just drop a comment and please subscribe.